Today we are going to discuss some more reactions of the topic aldehyde and ketones. So far you have studied many reactions of this unit, and today we are going to discuss some important reactions of this unit aldehyde and ketones, and these includes the aldol condensation, the benzoin condensation reaction, and similar other condensation reactions. So first of all, we will discuss about the aldol condensation reaction. In aldol condensation reaction, there is basically a reaction of aldehydes which are having alpha hydrogens, or the ketones which are having alpha hydrogens. These can react in presence of acid or in presence of base to produce, in case of aldehyde it will be beta hydroxyaldehyde, and in case of ketone it will be beta hydroxy ketone. This beta hydroxyaldehyde or beta hydroxy ketone is basically an addition product, which is also called as the adduct, which undergo dehydration, in which water molecule is removed and it will get converted into alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketones, whatever the case may be. So this reaction is very important reaction. So once again I am telling you the important points about the reaction, that aldehydes can react, and what kind of aldehyde can react, which are containing alpha hydrogen, right? Similarly, self condensation of the ketones, and what kind of ketones can self condense, which are containing alpha hydrogens, right? It means the compound which are not having alpha hydrogens, they cannot undergo aldol condensation reaction. Second point, that the adduct which is synthesized, that will be called as the beta hydroxyaldehyde or beta hydroxy ketone. The third one, what is the requirement of the condition? The requirement is a reaction can be catalyzed either in presence of acid or in presence of base. Now we come to the mechanism of the reaction. The mechanism of this reaction is very important, and different mechanism is adopted in case of the reaction condition if we are taking acid and base. So first of all, we will discuss about the base catalyzed aldol condensation reaction. In case of base catalyzed reaction, first of all, the base will abstract the acidic hydrogen from the aldehyde or the ketone, from the substrate, and when it abstract the H positive acidic proton from this one, it will get converted into enolate. Means the reaction will start with the formation of the enolate. Now this enolate will react with the second molecule of the aldehyde or ketone. Means there will be a nucleophilic addition, and this double bond will now attack on the carbon, which is slightly positively charged, because oxygen is electronegative, so it will withdraw the electron. So carbon here will become the electron deficient. So there will be a nucleophilic attack on this carbon. After this one, it will finally abstract the H from this particular CH3OH, and it will get converted into the beta hydroxyaldehyde or beta hydroxy ketone, that is aldol, which is the addition product of aldol reaction. Now after the addition product, there will be a dehydration step, and in dehydration step, if the reaction is base catalyzed, at that time the dehydration will proceed with the mechanism that is CH3O negative will abstract the H from aldol with movement of the electron to this particular carbon, right? So it will get converted into enolate. So enolate of the aldol will be synthesized, and finally this will lose OH negative and will get converted into alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. So the important point about this reaction is that if the reaction is catalyzed in presence of base, at that time the dehydration step will include the E1CB mechanism, that is elimination unimolecular including the conjugate base. So here the dehydration step is very much important because this step is different as comparison to the step which is followed in case of acid catalysis. So here we have E1CB mechanism, right? So water molecule finally will be eliminated from the aldol, and this aldol will now get converted into alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketone. So this is the final product in case of base catalysis. Now the mechanism is for acid catalyzed aldol reaction. In case of acid catalysis, as the case of base catalysis, that there was a formation of enolate. Here enolate will not be synthesized, instead there will be a formation of enol, like so. This is a kind of enol species, right? So enol will be synthesized, and this enol will act as the nucleophilic center, and this will act as the electrophilic, right? Because this oxygen is protonated. When the oxygen gets protonated, at that time this carbon will become electron deficient, and this double bond will now attack on this particular carbonyl carbon. So again the step will be a nucleophilic addition step. So this is particularly a nucleophilic addition step. After this one, the H positive will be eliminated out from this one and will get converted into the aldol, right? After formation of the aldol, there will be acid catalyzed dehydration, and the acid catalyzed dehydration will again start with the protonation of the hydroxyl group. Hydroxyl group will get protonated, and after its protonation, water molecule will be eliminated out, right, with abstraction of this H positive and formation of carbon-carbon multiple bond, and this will finally get converted into the alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketone, right? In case of acid catalysis, this dehydration step is basically involving the E1 mechanism, right? So it will involve the E1 mechanism in case of acid catalysis, whereas in case of base catalysis it will involve the E1CB mechanism. So this is all about this aldol condensation reaction, that what kind of substrate can undergo this particular type of aldol condensation reaction, and what will be the mechanism if we catalyze the reaction in presence of acid or in presence of base. Now there are some more important point that you can see that reaction is reversible in its nature. So how this reaction can be made synthetically more important? The point is that, so if we want to improve this reaction so that this reaction can be synthetically improved and can prove much better, so we will have to continuously distill out the water, right? There should be continuous distillation of the complete product, so that make this particular reaction synthetically more important. Now the next point in this particular reaction is the intramolecular aldol reaction, that whatever the two reactions we studied, these reactions are intermolecular. Now I will discuss the intramolecular aldol type of reaction. In this reaction there will be a cyclization and ring closure will happen. Now you can see it that this is particularly a diketone in which two carbonyl groups are there. So reaction is particularly taking place in presence of base. First of all, when the intramolecular aldol condensation reaction can happen, that can happen if there is a ring formation and the size of that ring should be the 5-membered or 6-membered ring, because of the less strain in that type of ring. Means we cannot form strained ring by using intramolecular aldol condensation reaction. So here I was telling you about that the reaction is particularly taking place in presence of sodium hydroxide. So first of all, the base will abstract the acidic proton, acidic hydrogen will be eliminated out. So right now there are two carbon, that this carbon is also bearing the hydrogen and this carbon is also bearing the hydrogen. If the acidic hydrogen is removed from this particular carbon, it will get converted into CH negative, and that CH negative will attack on this particular carbon, right? So when the ring will be closed after formation of this one, the size of the ring will be, that is, this is one carbon, this is second carbon, this is third, and this is fourth. The formation of 4-membered ring will takes place when CH3, that is the methyl group, when the acidic hydrogen is eliminated from this particular carbon, it will get converted into the enolate, and now the attack will happen at this particular carbonyl carbon and it will get converted into this type of 6-membered cyclic adduct. So this cyclic adduct basically is 6-membered, so it is more stable as comparison to the below one. That's why reaction happened through this particular pathway, right? So for intramolecular aldol condensation type of reaction, we will have to see whether the acidic proton can be eliminated from which particular place. Moreover, this is also having the crowding. Secondly, there is also R group, so hydrogen will be abstracted from this particular carbon only. So this is your intramolecular aldol type of reaction. Now we will come to a more point, that so far we have discussed the self condensation of either aldehyde or ketone. We have another type of aldol condensation reaction, and that is called as the crossed aldol condensation reaction. I have not mentioned that crossed aldol condensation reaction here because if we talk about the synthetic utility of that type of reaction, that is synthetically less important, and the reason behind the less synthetic importance of this reaction, that is crossed aldol condensation reaction, is that there is a cross between either two different aldehydes we will take, or we will take two different ketones, or there will be one aldehyde or there will be one ketone. Means the reaction can happen either between two ketones and both ketones are different, between two aldehydes and both aldehydes are different, or between one aldehyde or one ketones, right? So that will be called as the crossed aldol condensation reaction. There will be a self condensation between those two type of the aldehyde or ketones, and there will be cross condensation as well. So it will form a variety of products, right? So that's why synthetic importance, if I am particularly talking about the crossed aldol condensation reaction, the synthetic importance of that type of reaction is very, very less, and that's why I didn't mention that reaction in this slide. So that is the crossed aldol condensation reaction. However, that reaction can be made synthetically more important by using one substrate that doesn't have alpha hydrogen atom and the another substrate that have alpha hydrogen atom. At that time there will be only a single type of the product. So synthetically importance, if I am particularly concerned about the crossed aldol condensation reaction, that will only be achieved by using two different substrates, and out of these two different substrates, one should have alpha hydrogen and the another shouldn't have any alpha hydrogen atom. So this is all about the crossed aldol condensation reaction and the aldol condensation reaction. Now I am coming to the next reaction, and this reaction is also synthetically very important reaction, and this reaction is called as the benzoin condensation reaction. So far we have discussed about the aldol condensation reaction, in which there was a requirement of the kind of aldehyde or ketone which are containing alpha hydrogen atom. That requirement is not necessary for this particular benzoin condensation reaction. This is basically a coupling reaction, basically a condensation reaction between two aldehydes, right? And there is no requirement of alpha hydrogen for that one. Means aromatic aldehydes we can take, no problem. For example, here we have taken the benzaldehyde. It doesn't have any alpha hydrogen, but reaction is still happening. For benzoin condensation reaction, there is a requirement of Cn negative, right? Ethanol and water, and ultimately this benzaldehyde will get converted into benzoin, right? So because of the name of this particular product, this reaction is called as the benzoin condensation reaction. Now what will be the mechanism for this reaction? The mechanism for this reaction is that the first step for this particular reaction is the attack of Cn negative, that is a nucleophilic attack of this particular Cn negative on the carbon of the benzaldehyde, and will get converted into this anion. This anion will be protonated and will get converted into cyanohydrin. After formation of this cyanohydrin, the OH negative will abstract proton from this particular carbon, and this cyanohydrin will get converted into carbon ion. And formation of this carbon ion, what is the driving force for the formation of this particular carbon ion, is that because Cn is attached with this carbon and this Cn is electron withdrawing group, so it will stabilize this carbon ion. This is the first point, how this carbon ion will be synthesized during the course of reaction. And the second point why this is synthesized is that phenyl ring is attached with the carbon that is bearing the negative charge. So there is resonance stabilization as well for this carbon ion. So formation of this carbon ion, the driving force for formation of this particular carbon ion is the stabilization of the C negative that have been synthesized. So here ultimately we will get the carbon ion, this one. After formation of this carbon ion, there will be attack of this particular C negative on the carbonyl carbon of the benzaldehyde, right? Again there will be a nucleophilic addition and it will get converted into this kind of anion, right? After this one, formation of this O negative, the anion, there will be a rapid proton transfer, and after a rapid proton transfer, this O negative will get converted into OH, and this OH, initially the OH will now get converted into O negative. Now the driving force for this particular rapid proton exchange between this hydroxyl group and this oxygen is basically that Cn here act as a good leaving group. So ultimately after this one, O negative is formed, and this anion, you know, will remove this Cn negative from the substrate. Like this is the your product that have been synthesized, so it will get converted to C double bond O, and Cn negative has been eliminated out from this one, right? So ultimately you are getting the benzoin. So this is benzoin condensation reaction, right? So Cn here, that we have used Cn negative here. So what is the role of this particular Cn? That first of all, the role of this Cn is to initiate the reaction, that is because the reaction start with the nucleophilic addition of this particular Cn negative to the benzaldehyde, and the second one, it act as a good leaving group. So here now it is eliminated from this one, and benzoin has been synthesized during the benzoin condensation reaction. So this is all about the benzoin condensation reaction, and the must condition is that there should be an aldehyde, and that aldehyde shouldn't have any alpha hydrogen, right? The next reaction, and the next reaction is called as the Cannizzaro reaction. This is also very important reaction, and this is basically a redox reaction. Cannizzaro reaction is basically a redox reaction in which we are having aldehydes which don't have alpha hydrogen. Those aldehydes on treatment with the base, for example concentrated sodium hydroxide, will undergo redox reaction, that is oxidation and reduction, and will get converted into the carboxylic acid and alcohol. So basically one is the reduced product and the second one is the oxidized product. This reaction is called as the Cannizzaro reaction. So synthetically this reaction is also very important reaction. Now come to its mechanism. If we particularly talking about the mechanism of the Cannizzaro reaction, the mechanism will start with the attack of OH negative, that is the base, on the carbonyl carbon of the aldehyde that doesn't have alpha hydrogen atom. So OH negative will attack on this particular carbon with the movement of electron from this particular carbon to form O negative, right? Ultimately this particular hydrogen will be eliminated out because the OH negative will further react, and this, you know, will be eliminated out in the form of water molecule. After this one, there will be a hydride transfer from here to the second molecule of the aldehyde that we have taken, right? So hydride transfer will takes place from here to this particular carbonyl carbon with the movement of this electron to form O negative, right? So this is converted into the carboxylate anion, and this will get converted into the alkoxide ion. So this alkoxide ion will finally abstract the proton from water and will get converted into the alcohol. But here, if we are particularly concerned about this carboxylate anion, this is less basic than water, so cannot pick up a proton and require acid workup. So ultimately in acid workup, this particular carboxylate anion will get converted into the carboxylic acid. So finally carboxylic acid will be synthesized from this carboxylate anion, and alcohol will be synthesized from this alkoxide ion. So basically this is a redox reaction in which the oxidation and reduction is taking place, right? One will be oxidized and the second one will be reduced. The oxidation will be in the carboxylic acid and the reduction product will be the alcohol product. So this is called as the Cannizzaro reaction. Now, similar to the aldol condensation reaction, there is again a possibility of cross Cannizzaro reaction, or that can also be called as mixed Cannizzaro reaction, in which formaldehyde and any other aldehyde which don't have alpha hydrogen, for example benzaldehyde, they are allowed to undergo this type of reaction, in which the formaldehyde will be oxidized and the other aldehyde that doesn't have alpha hydrogen will be reduced. So that kind of reaction between two different aldehydes and both aldehydes are not having the alpha hydrogen, this type of reaction is called as the cross or mixed Cannizzaro reaction. I can write it here that one of the substrate is this one and the second one is this one, right? That is benzaldehyde and formaldehyde. When they are allowed to react in presence of base OH negative, what will be the product of the reaction? That is, the formaldehyde will be oxidized, so the formaldehyde will get converted into HCOOH, right? And the benzaldehyde will get converted into CH2OH, that is benzyl alcohol. So this will be synthesized in cross Cannizzaro reaction. So that's all about today's class. Tomorrow we will discuss 2 or 3 more important reactions of aldehyde and ketones.